السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. Lesson number 25, the handouts. We started it a couple of days ago. So we learned about Kana and the sisters of Kana. And we have learned that Kana is used with a nominal sentence, and it also has an impact on the predicate as well. The subject doesn't change, however, the predicate or the khabar changes. For example, we say al-ma'u baridun, water is cold. And when we add kana, it will be kana al-ma'u baridan, the water was cold. So the meaning has changed, as well as the i'rab of the khabar has also changed, and it has become mansoob. And for the feminine, we know that kana, and we will use the feminine verb for kana, it will be kanat. So Zainabu maridatun, Zainab is sick. And when we want to use kana for the feminine, we have to say kanat. Kanat Zainabu maridatun, Zainab was sick. La yazalu is also the sister of kana, and it has the same impact with different meaning. For example, we say Bilalun maridun, Bilal is sick. And if we want to say Bilal is still sick, we will say La yazalu Bilalun maridun, Bilal is still sick. So what happened here is La yazalu has an impact on the predicate, and the predicate has changed into mansoob. So we say La yazalu Bilalun maridun. La yazalu is the present tense, and the present tense will change according to the subject. For example, if we have the feminine, then we use, of course, we will say La tazalu. As if you remember, we say yazalu, yazalani, yazaluna, tazalu, tazalani, yazalna, and it continues up to azalu and nazalu. So La tazalu Maryam mutalibatan, Maryam is still a student. Then we have learned about abun and akhun, that it has three different forms when we use it as mudaf alayh. So abun will be abu, aba, abi, and akhun will be akhu, akha, akhi. And it will be used according to how it is functioning in the sentence. For example, if it is marfu, it will be abu bilalin, akhu hamidin, and if it is used with a noun, and if it is used with a pronoun, attached pronoun, it will be abuka wa akhuhu. Look at the example, aina abuka. So abuka is mubtada and aina is khabar. That's why abuka is marfu, and we have used the first form, which is abuka, aina abuka. Then we have arifu abaka. Aba is the second form, which is mansub, abu, aba, abi. So I know your father. So I know, arifu is the subject and the verb I know, and abaka is the maf'ul bihi. That's why it is mansub. Mada qulta li abika, what did you tell your father? So here qulta is you told, and li abika will be a jar majroor. At the same time, it will be used as abi because it is followed by harf jar, li abika. So it will be used in the sentence according to its function. It will be marfu, it will be abu. When it is mansub, it will be aba, and when it is majroor, it will be abi. Similarly, akhu, akha, and akhi, and we discussed the examples in the previous lesson. Min qablu will be mabni ala dhamma. Min qablu will be mabni ala dhamma. When the mudaf ilayh is mahdhuf, when mudaf ilayh has been omitted. So when there is no mudaf ilayh after that, it will be only mabni ala dhamma. For example, qabla, we have learned that qabla is always used as special mudaf because it is a dharf. When it comes with fatha, it is used with dharf and it is a special mudaf. So dhahabtu ila al-masjidi qabla al-adhani, I went to the mosque before the adhan, wa raja'tu ba'da as-salati, and I returned after the prayer. So here it is used as dharf because it has fatha, and that's why it functions as mudaf, and the noun that comes after it will be mudaf ilayh. However, if there is no mudaf ilayh after that, then it will be مبني على الضمة. أبي الآن مدير وكان من قبل مدرسا. My father is now a headmaster, and before he was a teacher. So as you can see here, من قبل, after that we don't have مضاف إليه. So that's why it is مدرسا and not مدرس. And also it has not changed from من قبل to من قبل. Why it has not changed? Because there is no مضاف إليه after that. As you can see here, if we have مضاف إليه after that, then it will be مجرور, for example, من قبل ذلك, before that. The plural of مريض is مرضى on the pattern of فعل. So there are some other examples: قتيل قتلى, جريح جرحى, أسير أسرى, and أحمق, and the plural will be حمقى. All right, so now we move on to the lesson. All right, so we completed half of the lesson. So if you were there yesterday, I would like you to first start, and then inshallah, when we reach where we stopped, then I will continue from there. So I need Al-Mudarris and Umar. I need 2 persons, please.
أين المدير يا عمر؟ Where is أين أنور يا عمر? Where is Anwar, O Umar?
Okay, where is Umar?
Shall I?
Yes. Yes, Irfan, please continue.
عمر لا أدري, I don't know. رأيته قبل قليل. I saw her a while ago. كان واقفا, he was standing. خارج الفصل, outside the class.
Very good. قبل قليل, so it is used as special مضاف. That's why the noun that follows it is مضاف إليه. قبل قليل, okay. كان واقفا خارج الفصل, he was standing after the classroom. Irfan, why do we have واقفا here and why do we have خارج الفصل here?
Kana is there is a built-in subject, sir.
Okay, so هو كان واقفا, right?
هو كان واقفا.
Okay, and so this is مفعول به, or this is the predicate number 1, and خارج الفصل will be the predicate number 2. So خارج الفصل, why it is خارج الفصل? Why not خارج الفصل?
مضاف مضاف إليه, sir. Whenever al and kasra is there, it will be مضاف مضاف إليه after common noun.
Yes, so when we have a combination of common noun and proper noun, as we can see here, then it will be used as, most of the times it is مضاف مضاف إليه. That's number 1. And number 2, if you remember, خارج is on the pattern of فاعل, اسم الفاعل, the doer. And we have also learned that it functions as مضاف, and the noun that follows it will be مضاف إليه. So also it functions as مضاف as well, if you remember. Yes.
كيف حال عمار الآن يا سعد؟ How is Ammar now, O Sa'ad? كان مريضا منذ أسبوع. He was sick last week.
Since a week or since last week?
Since last week.
Okay, منذ, what is this?
منذ is like since.
Is it a noun, or is it a verb, or is it a preposition?
No,
it's not special مضاف. No, it's a preposition. It's a preposition. Look, we have only 3 parts of speech. We have ism wa fi'l wa harf, right? So it's not a noun, it's not a verb, because it is used as a preposition. There are 17 prepositions in Arabic language, and we have learned like ila, ala, fi, min, right? And mundu is one of them as well, and it is translated as since. I guess it's not used in the Quran. but it is used in Arabic, and it is also used in the Hadith as well. منذ أسبوع, since 1 week. Yes, Saad.
لا يزال مريضا يا فضيلة الشيخ or Sheikh. He is still sick, sir.
Yeah, he is still sick. Yes, لا يزال. He is
شفاه
still
الله, may
مريض sick.
Allah heal.
Yeah, شفاه الله. May Allah
May Allah heal.
heal him. Okay, very good. All right. So La Yazalu, as we have learned, it is from the sisters of Kana. So it has the same function. La Yazalu Maridan. So the noun that follows it will be Mansub. So in La Yazalu, basically Huwa is Ismu La Yazal, and Yazalu is the verb itself, and Maridan is Khabar of La Yazal. هو لا يزال مريضا, he is still sick. يا فضيلة الشيخ. After ya, when we have مضاف مضاف إليه, it will always be mansub. The مضاف will always be mansub. And the example is Ya Rabbal Alameen. We shouldn't say Ya Rabbul Alameen, because after ya, مضاف will be مفتوح. Ya Rabbal Alameen. Shafahu Allahu, may Allah give him shifa, or may Allah cure him. Shafa is the verb, and lafz al-jalala is the subject, and who is maf'ul bihi. And sometimes maf'ul bihi comes ahead of the subject, and this is one of the reasons why it has come before of the subject, because it is connected to the verb, and that's why we have to bring it before the subject. Amina, yes, Amina is ismul fail. Ismul fail means it is a noun, but it functions like a verb. May it be so. Yes, please continue.
سمعت أنه I heard indeed يريد أن يترك الجامعة ويرجع إلى بلده. He want to leave the university and return to his country.
Excellent. Asmatu, I've heard, I've heard that he Yuridu wants أن يترك الجامعة. He wants to leave his university ويرجع إلى بلده, and to return to his country. Okay, why we have يترك and يرجع? Why not يترك and يرجع?
Because after an it
Excellent.
takes
Answer.
Yes,
Mudari.
and when an is used with mudari, then mudari becomes mansub. So originally it was yatruku, but because of an, it has become yatruka. Excellent. As-sahihun hadha, is this true? Yes. Yes, Irfan?
سعد لا هذا غير صحيح. No, this is not true.
Okay, what do you know about ghayru?
غير is a mudaf, sir.
It's a noun, it's an ism, and it is always used as mudaf.
Mudaf.
And
غير
of course,
المغضوب.
yes, exactly. So the noun that follows it will be always majroor. هذا غير صحيح. This is,
Sir, the noun is without al, sir.
yes, there is a possibility. Why not? And in 90% of the cases, the noun will be with al. But there is always, it's possible that the noun will be without al. For example, you have a student, for example, you say Kitabul Waladi. When you say Kitabul Waladi, it means the book of the boy. The book of the boy. But if you want to say a book of a boy, then you will say Kitabu Waladin. Kitabu Waladin. So when you want to give the meaning
what
of...
will be that special proper noun, sir? Just like Baytullahi, house of Allah.
Okay. Again,
And
please.
if you say, when you connect a noun with some possessor, it becomes marifa.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Why we can
that is only
translate
that is only when
a
we
boy
say
of
mudaf
book of a boy like this.
Yeah, when we say mudaf ila al-marifa, when mudaf ilayh is marifa, it's a proper noun. So when mudaf ilayh is a proper noun, then we will say it's mudaf ila al-marifa. But it can be also mudaf ila al-nakira. That's okay. For example, as I gave you the example, if you say a book of student, so when you want to translate it as a book of a boy, so it will be kitabu waladin. So it will be translated without proper noun because there is no proper noun as over there. But if you want to say the book of the student, then you will
like
say,
mundu, sir. Can we say this is jar also?
which one? Ghayru?
Like mundu.
No, munzu is a
Like
noun.
sir, mundu usbu'in.
Yes, mundu
Noun.
usbu'in. Yes. It's a harf jar,
You
and
said
so
this
you know
is
that
jar.
there are many examples. Even there are many examples that that after harf
And
jar.
similarly, sir, this ghayru sahihin. Can we say ghayru is also jar? Oh, sorry, harf jar like mundu.
It's an ism, yeah. It's an
Because
ism.
construction is the same, sir.
It's a noun, yeah. It's a noun. So and after that we
Because
can have.
construction is the same, sir. Mundu subu'in.
Yes, that's right.
And ghayru sahihin.
But after ghayr and after mundu, we can have al and we can have without al. If you say mundu usbu'in, that means since 1 week, and you don't know the week, which week you are talking about. But you can also say mundul usbu'i. When you add al, that means since the last week. Then it will become a proper noun. Similarly, as you said today, that we say ghayrul maghdubi. So al maghdubi are the ones.
Ghayril, sir.
Yeah, that is according to the context, right? In the surah, but normal construction will be marfu, right? Yeah. So when we say ghayrul maghdubi, yeah. So here al maghdub are special people who had the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it depends, like mudaf ilayh can be common noun and it can be a proper noun, and that's absolutely okay. However, mudaf ilayh will be common noun. It's very uncommon. It's not something that happens a lot.
Okay.
And now you have seen two examples here. One is هذا غير صحيح and also منذ أسبوع. So that means now we also know that after harf jar, the majroor can be without al, and similarly after mudaf ilayh can be without al as well. All right. Yes, al-mudarrisu.
ماذا يعمل أبوك يا إبراهيم? What does your father work?
Yeah,
O
excellent.
Ibrahim.
Yeah, or what does your father do, O Ibrahim? Okay, now why here it is Abu? Why not Aba or Abi?
ماذا يعمل?
يعمل.
Because of يعمل.
Yamal is fail and Abuka is file. You know, because Yamal is the first form of the verb. First. Yeah, it's the first. Yamalu and Ta'malu. After that, the noun can be marfu or it can be mansub. However, most of the times it will be marfu because after Yamalu, when we have the noun which is apparent, the noun which is zahir, then it will be marfu. Most of the times it will be marfu. So it will be Ya'malu Abuka ya Ibrahimu, O Ibrahim. What does your father do, O Ibrahim? Yes, sister?
سمعت أنه وزير. I heard indeed he is a minister.
That he is a minister. Excellent. Okay.
Minister.
Yes, Irfan.
إبراهيم كان وزيرا قبل سنتين.
Okay.
He was minister 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
سنتين.
Excellent. Yes.
وهو الآن سفير. He is now ambassador.
An ambassador.
He is
okay.
ambassador now.
Excellent.
Ambassador.
Okay. قبل سنتين. Why it is سنتين?
المثنى.
Yes, very good. It was سنتان and آني أيني.
مضاف عليه.
Yes, قبل here. Whenever qabla has,
qabla.
yes, excellent. Whenever qabla has fatha, it will always be used as mudaf. And we know that the noun that follows it will be, of course, mudaf ilayh. So that's why qabla sanataini and not because we have used it as special mudaf. And sanatani, whenever you hear the sound of aini, aini, taini, taini, that means it is the sound of dual. You remember that, right? Aini, aini, taini, taini. If you, the example is muslimani, muslimaini, muslimaini. And for the feminine, it will be muslimatani, muslimataini, muslimataini. And the same here, yeah, same here, sanatani, sanataini, sanataini. Yes, al-mudarris.
ماذا يعمل أبوك يا عمرو? What does your father do, O Amr? عمرو قال لي أحد جملائك إنه مدرس. قال لي.
But he told me.
Yeah, قال لي, he told me.
He told me.
And when we have,
أحد,
look, قال لي, he told me. But after قال, if we have the doer, the file, if the file is there, then we will not say he told me, then we will say قال أحد زملائك, one of your colleagues told me. Yeah? أحد زملائك, one of your colleagues told me إنه مدرس, that he is a teacher. Okay,
teacher.
Now, yeah, okay, now why we have إنه here? Why not أنه?
In between, it comes in the, if it comes in the between.
Again, it should be أنه in the middle of the sentence.
Because of qala.
Qala, yes, whenever we have qala, and after qala, we always use inna, we will never use anna. Okay, one more thing I told you in the previous lesson about ahadu. Do you remember about that?
Ahadu is a masculine.
Mudaf, sir.
Ahadu is used for singular masculine, and it is also used as mudaf.
Mudaf.
Yeah, ahadu zumala'ika, as you can see here, zumala'i, it is majroor, and also ahadu doesn't have tanween, doesn't have
classmate.
Yeah, one of your classmates. And if it is feminine, ihda zamilatika, right? Ihda zamilatika, one of your feminine classmates. Yes, Amrun?
Amrun kana mudarrisan min qablu. He was mudarris earlier. He was mudarris before. Wa huwa al-ana. Dagiga. Mufattishun.
Mufattishun, yes.
Because actually they put the kasra above ta. So
oh, okay, yeah.
Wa huwa al-an mufattishun fil madaris thanawiyati. He was mudarris before. Now he is mufattish, sir.
Mufattish. You remember the word taftish? Fattasha, yufattishu, taftishan, yeah? To inspect. Yeah, we use the word inspector. Yeah, inspector. So he is now an inspector, or we can say director, you know.
In a secondary school.
Yeah, in a secondary school. Okay.
Second sabbaha.
Yes, sabbaha yusabbihu tasbihan. Fattasha yufattishu, taftishan. And then from that we have mufattish and mufattash, right?
Mufattash.
Yes, yeah.
So madaras will be mufattash.
Yes. And if you remember when you are traveling these days, you will find Irfan going to the map, you find nuqtatu taftish. And that is checking point. Checking point. Nuqta means point, and taftish, checking point. And taftish, this word is also used in Urdu. We use it a lot. When it comes to police and then comes to the criminal, they are inspecting him. So that is also the same taftish word is also, we have it in Urdu as well. Yes, Mudarris?
ماذا يعمل أبوك يا يعقوب? What does your father do, O Yaqub?
Yes, Yaqub.
Yaqub kana shurtiyan.
He was a policeman. Yeah, shurtiyan, one policeman. Yes.
وهو الآن متقاعد.
He is now retired. Retired.
He is
Retired.
now retired. Yes, very good. He is now retired. Okay. Al-Mudarris.
المدرس يا أبا بكر قلت لي قبل 3 سنوات إن أباك عميد كلية هندسة متقاعد هو الآن يا أبا بكر أو أبا بكر قلت لي قبل 3 سنوات he
You told me 3 years ago.
You told me 3 years ago inna abaka, indeed your father Amidu Kulliyati, he was the dean of the college, engineering college.
Excellent.
متقاعد هو الآن.
I have put the tanween here, so the ending must be clear.
متقاعد.
He retired now.
متقاعد, is he retired now?
Yes. متقاعد هو الآن. Is he retired now? متقاعد. Do you remember the example we have discussed earlier, that when a comes in the beginning of a sentence, then after that we can have a common noun as a predicate. There was an example from the Quran. Ilahun. Yes, Irfan. Yes.
Ilahum Allah.
Ma'allah, right? So only one example, yeah, if you remember only one example. So that example will help us a lot. So we have learned that that the subject is always, or most of the times, it's the proper noun, right? But when it comes with Hamzatul Istifham, when it comes with that, then it can be the subject as well. So Amutaqaidun huwa alana, is he retired alan now? Okay, that's number one. Number two, please remember that after qala, there is always a preposition of li. Here it is li, he told me. But whenever we have this the verb qala, then after that it will be always the preposition of li will be used with it. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ. You see? So if you remember one example from the Quran, inshallah, that will help you a lot. So wherever you see qala, you will always see li after that. For example, qala li, he said to me. Qulta li, you said to me. Aqulu lak, I say to you, right? Taqulu li, you say to me. So whether it is present or past, after that we have to use li or we have to use lak.
Qala Yusuf li akhihi.
Li akhi, to his brother. Okay. So this is where we stopped, and inshallah now I will continue from here. Abu Bakr says, La, no, La yazalu amidan, he is still a deen. La yazalu amidan. So as we see here that La yazalu is from the sisters of Kana. So it has the same function. So we say La yazalu amidan, he is still a deen. If we want to say he was a deen, how will I say?
Kana
Amidan. Excellent. Kana Amidan. He was Deen. And if you want to say that he is still a Deen, so you will say La yazalu Amidan. He is still a Deen or principal. Because we are talking about the university or college, so we can translate it as a Deen or as a principal. Al-Mudarrisu Ya Akhtaru, O Akhtar. Now Akhtaru doesn't have tanween because it is also on the pattern of Af'alu. That's why it will not take tanween. Ya akhtaru, smi'tu, I've heard. Anna, that akhaka tabibun shahirun, that your brother is a famous doctor. Anna, and after Anna, the noun ismu Anna will always be mansub, as we know that. And khabaru Anna will always be marfu', as we can see here. Anna akhaka tabibun shahirun, I've heard that your brother is a famous doctor. وَيَأْتِيهِ الْمَرْضَى, and يَأْتِيهِ, come to him, al-marda, the patients, and the patients come to him, min jami'i anha'i Pakistan, from all over, or from all over Pakistan, or from all corners of Pakistan. And I've heard وَيَأْتِيهِ الْمَرْضَى مِنْ جَمِيعِ أَنْحَاءِ Pakistan, that the patients come to him all over from Pakistan. Asahihun hada, is this true? So this is an expression, Jami'i or Jami'u Anhai. This is used from, as we say, from all over the world. So this is a fixed expression, which will be, Jami' will be used as mudaf and Anha will be used as mudaf ilayh. It can be Jami'u, it can be Jami'a, and it can be Jami'i according to the amil. So before this we have harf jar. That's why it is majroor.
Because of min.
Yes, min Jami'i. Anhai Pakistan, all over from all over Pakistan. Asahihun hada, is this true? Naam, akhtaru naam. Hada sahihun ya fadilat ash-shaykhi. This is true, O honorable Sheikh. Ya Uthmanu, O Uthman, idhab ila al-maktabati, go to the library. Wahati al-juz al-thalitha, and bring the third juz or the third part. Min lisan al-Arabi, from lisan al-Arab. Okay, idhab ila al-maktabati. Idhab is what kind of verb?
The فعل الأمر.
فعل الأمر, excellent. That's why it is مبني إلى, it's ساكن. Yeah, it's ساكن, لا ساكن. إلى المكتب. وهاتي, what about hati?
Hati is also فعل الأمر, but it is not
excellent.
ساكن.
Yeah, hati, because there was ya that has been dropped. So basically ya has been dropped. So because there was a weak letter and the weak letters gets dropped, inshallah, and we will see in the coming lessons like what happens when we have a weak letter and how we use it. So it was basically hati with nuqtatain. So that ya has been dropped. So we will say that it is also majzoom. It is also majzoom, however, it is majzoom with kasra. Hatil juz'a al-thalitha, bring the third part, min lisan al-Arabi, of lisan al-Arab. Hashimun ya fadilat al-Shaykhi, O honorable Shaykh, adhunnu anna lisan al-Arabi mu'jamun. Adhunnu, here it will be translated as I think or I believe.
Sir, I think.
I think, yeah, because he's not sure, okay? If the person is sure, then it will be translated as I believe, but here it will be translated as I think. أظن أن لسان العربي معجم. I think that لسان العرب is a dictionary. المدرس نعم هو معجم كبير في 20 جزءا. 20, right? في 20 جزءا. Yes, it is a big dictionary with 20 volumes or 20 parts. So here we will translate as 20 volumes. Liman huwa ya fadilat al-shaykhi. Okay, liman huwa, how will I translate it?
Who is the author, sir?
Who is the author of, O honorable Sheikh, or O respected or respectful Sheikh? Huwa libni manzurin. The author is Ibn Manzur. Huwa libni manzurin. Yarji'u Uthmanu. Now Uthman comes back. Uthman returns or comes back. Uthmanu, he tells the teacher, Al-maktabatu mughlaqatun al-ana ya shaykhu. The library is closed now, O Shaykh. Mughlaqatun. What about mughlaqatun? Is it ism al-fa'il or ism al-maf'ul?
Sir, ism al-maf'ul, sir.
Yes. Okay, this ta marbuta is always, ta marbuta is extra. We know that we have used it to make it feminine. It was basically mughlaqun, and for the feminine we will say mughlaqatun. Okay. Can you figure out the bab aghlaqa?
Aghlaqa, sir.
Yughliqu.
Aghlaqa, fourth one.
Aghlaqa yughliqu ighlaqan, to close something. So it is the fourth form of the verb. So the one who closes is mughliq, and the one that is closed will be mughlaq. Yaquluna, they say, innaha kanat maftuhatan, it was open, ila sa'ati al-ashirati, till 10 o'clock. Yani they say, for example, yani the people say, an-nasu yaquluna, we can say, people say, it was open till 10 o'clock. As-sa'ati al-ashirati, till 10 o'clock. Kanat, it was maftuhatan, open. So kanat Why we used kanat? Because al-maktabatu is feminine. That's why we use kanat for that. Al-mudarrisu ya Abbasu. O Abbas, قل لأخيك, tell your brother, الذي يدرس في السنة الثانية, the one who studies in the second year, يأتني غدا, to come to me tomorrow. Ya Abbasu, قل لأخيك, tell your brother. Okay, why we have أخي here? Why not أخو or أخا?
Because of Li, sir. Li akhi.
Yes, حرف جر لي.
لي
And why
حرف
do we
جر.
have حرف
لي.
جر لي? Why do we have لي?
Because of قل, sir.
Because of قل, excellent. Because we know with قل we always use the preposition of لي. قل لأخيك الذي يدرس في السنة الثانية يأتيني غدا. Tell your brother who studies in the second year to come to me tomorrow. سأقول له إن شاء الله. I will tell him or I will inform him إن شاء الله, if Allah wills. إن شاء الله, if Allah wills. Okay, or with the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. All right, so 6:33, I think we have like 10-20 minutes. We can still do the exercises. So let's try to complete the questions. أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية, answer the following questions. Okay, so number 1, أين كان أنور واقفا? Where was Anwar standing?
أنور واقفا خارج الفصل. واقف أنور خارج واقفا خارج الفصل.
كان أنور واقفا خارج الفصل. كان أنور واقفا.
Can we say أنور كان, sir? Or كان will in the beginning?
Because kana is a verb, so it's better to use it in the beginning of the sentence. If you want to make it a nominal sentence, then you can say Anwaru kana waqifan, and that's perfectly all right. However, whenever we have a verbal sentence, we start it with a verb. And we know that kana has to come first because kana has an ism and it has ismu kana and khabaru kana. So if we bring it after that, then we have to find out after that where is ismu kana and khabaru kana. But if you bring it in the beginning of the sentence, then we can say that kana is anuru is ismu kana and waqifan is khabaru kana. And if you say anwaru kana waqifan, then where will you find ismu kana and khabaru kana? If you say Anwaru kana waqifan, so Anwaru will be mubtada and kana waqifan will be khabar. But kana waqifan, we will say kana waqifan means huwa kana. So huwa is ismu kana and waqifan is khabaru kana. So it will become even longer. The analysis will become longer.
We can say huwa waqifan kharij al-fasl.
Huwa waqifun kharij al-fasli. Yeah, because if it's a nominal sentence, it consists of mubtada and khabar.
We will apply the rule for this.
Yeah, we have to apply the rule of mubtada and khabar, and we know that mubtada and khabar are always marfu'. So there is no need to change it into mansoob. It will change into mansoob only because of kana. Because of kana. If you don't want to use kana, you will say huwa waqifun, and then we will say kharij al-fasli and not kharij al-fasli.
Both will change.
Both will change, yes. Okay, number 2, ayuridu Ammarun an yatruk al-jami'ata. Does Ammar want to leave the university? La. Yes, la.
La yuridu.
Huwa.
ما يترك الجامعة.
لا هو ما يريد أن يترك الجامعة. He doesn't want to leave the university. We can use both. لا يريد. لا هو لا يريد أن يترك الجامعة. He doesn't want to leave the university. لا يريد أن يترك الجامعة. He doesn't want to leave the university. من الذي أبوه سفير. Whose father is an ambassador?
إبراهيم.
هو إبراهيم. Huwa Ibrahim. Or we will say Abu Ibrahim. Abu Ibrahima. Right? Abu Ibrahima. Or we will say Huwa Ibrahimu. So there are two possible answers. Either you can say Huwa, Abu Ibrahima, because you know Abu is always used as mudaf, and then the noun that follows it will be mudaf alayh. So Ibrahim is mamnu min as-sarf, so it will be Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima, Abu Ibrahima. Yeah, partially flexible. Or we will say Huwa Ibrahimu. Man alladhi abuhu shurtiyyun mutaqa'idun. Whose father is a policeman, or whose father is a retired policeman?
هو
Abu Yaqub.
Yeah, Huwa Yaqub. Huwa Yaqub.
Huwa Yaqub.
Huwa mubtada, Yaqub khabar. Both of them will be marfu. Huwa Yaqub, Yaqub. Or he is Yaqub. Man dhahaba ila al-maktabati. Who went to the library?
عثمان
عثمان ذهب إلى المكتبة.
إلى المكتبة.
Excellent. عثمان ذهب إلى المكتبة. عثمان went to the library. من ألف لسان العربي. Who wrote لسان العرب? ألف يؤلف تأليفا. Yes.
Why not muallif, sir, here?
Man muallifu lisan al-Arabi will be perfectly all right. Then you have to use it as mudaf. Man muallifu lisan al-Arabi. Who is the author of lisan al-Arab? Both of them are fine. So either you can say man allafa lisan al-Arabi, if you want to use the verb, who wrote lisan al-Arab, or man muallifu lisan al-Arabi, because muallif, if you remember, that is ismul fa'il.
Muallifu lisan al-Arabi.
Yes, you know ismul fa'il is used as or functions as mudaf.
Huwa li ibni Manzurin.
Yes, huwa libni Manzurin. It is written by Ibn Manzur. Fi kam juz'an huwa. How many parts does it have?
هو
معجم كبير في 20.
لا في 20 في 20. We have discussed the numbers many times. After fi it will be una ina. So whenever a noun has the sound of una, yeah, so it will be una ina. Huwa fi 20 juz'an. It consists of 20 parts, or it has 20 parts. أكانت المكتبة مفتوحة? Was the library open?
كانت مغلقة.
لا كانت مغلقة. Yes. كانت مغلقة, or هي كانت مغلقة. It was closed. اقرأ المثالين. Read two examples. أين. So two examples. ثم أدخل, then enter كان على الجمل الآتية to the following sentences. أدخل, we have discussed many times. It is also the fourth form of the verb. أدخل يدخل إدخالا. To enter something into something. So what we are doing now, we have to enter kana into the following sentences. So adkhil is fi'l al-amr, and iqra is also fi'l al-amr. And when we connect sakin with al, we connect it with kasra. You know this, and we have discussed this many times. So it will be iqra al-mithalaini. Why not mithalani?
مثالين. Sir, mansoob, sir.
Why?
Maf'ul bihi.
Maf'ul.
Yeah, you know, whenever we have fi'l al-amr, the fi'l al-amr has inbuilt doer inside it. So that means fi'l plus fa'il is already there, and whatever follows it will be maf'ul bihi. اقرأ المثالين. Read the two examples. Okay. حامد مريض الآن, and حامد مريض الآن. If you want to read, if you want to apply the rules of the tajweed, so you will say حامد مريض الآن. Hamid is sick now. كان حامدا مريضا أمس. Hamid was sick yesterday. So as you can see here, Kana doesn't say anything to the subject, it's friendly with the subject because it's closer to kana. However, kana says because the predicate has gone far away from me, so I want to punish it. So what does it do? It attacks the predicate and then it becomes kana hamidun maridan. Hamid was sick, amsi yesterday. Zainabu talibatun. Zainab is a student. Kanat Zainabu talibatan. Zainab was a student. So what happened here now? The same thing happened. For kana, the feminine part is, or the feminine is kanat, and Zainab is the feminine. That's why we have to say kanat Zainabu talibatan. Zainab was a student. Okay, al-ma'u baridun. Water is cold.
كان الماء باردا.
Kana al-ma'u baridan. Yeah. So we have to enter kana, and then we have to look at the predicate, and we have to change the predicate into mansub. Kana al-ma'u baridan. Water was cold. Al-babu maftuhun. The door is open.
كان
الباب
الباب
مفتوحا.
Excellent. Kana al-babu maftuhan. The door was open. Kana al-babu maftuhan. So it will change into marfu. Marfu will change into mansub. An-nafidatu mughlaqatun. The window is closed.
كانت
النافذة
نافذة مغلقة.
Mughlaqatan. Excellent. Kanat an-nafidatu mughlaqatan. The window was closed. Hashimun mudarrisun. Hashim is the teacher.
كان هاشم
هاشم مدرسا.
Mudarrisan. Kana Hashimun mudarrisan. Hashim was a teacher. Ar-rajulu nasraniyun. Okay. Nasrani, we have learned about it.
كان الرجل نصرانيا.
Yes. Okay, what's the meaning of nasraniyun?
نصراني.
What is it?
Christian, sir.
Christian, yes. Christian. Ar-rajulu nasraniyun. The man is a Christian, and kana rajulu nasraniyan. The man was a Christian. And if you remember, the plural was nasara. Nasraniyun, singular, and the plural is nasara. Al-jawu baridun. The weather is cold.
كان الجو باردا.
وباردا.
كان الجو باردا.
The weather was cold.
سيكون الجو باردا inshallah. The weather will be cold inshallah. So the weather was cold. In fact, we should say كان الجو حارا. The weather was hot according to our situation, right? المدير جالس في غرفته. The manager is sitting in his room.
كان المدير جالسا في غرفته.
Yes, كان المدير جالسا في غرفته. The manager was sitting in his room. هذه الساعة رخيصة. This watch is cheap.
كانت هذه الساعة رخيصة.
رخيصة. كانت هذه الساعة رخيصة. This watch was cheap. عمر رجل غني. Umar is a rich
كان
man.
عمر رجلا غنيا.
لا, غنيا, yeah, because this is the adjective of, yeah.
غنيا.
Yes, because mansuf sifa, so mansuf sifa will have the same i'rab. So kana Umaru rajulan ghaniyan. Umar was a rich man. Ammuna mudiru madrasatin. Our uncle is the manager of the school. Of a school. See here, a school, because madrasatin, it is mudaf mudaf ilayh and it is common noun. So we will say Ammuna mudiru madrasatin. My uncle is the manager of a school, not the school. Yes. Yes, please.
كان عمنا مدير
مدرسة.
مدير مدرسة.
مديرة. مديرة.
مديرة.
Yeah.
Okay.
كان عمنا مديرة مدرسة. Our uncle was the manager of a school, or the principal of a school. Okay, so just we will have a look at this, what it is, and then it's time to close our class now. Hamidun
Azan, sir.
talibun. Yes, al-mubtada'u wal-khabaru. Hamidun is mubtada and talibun is khabar. And when we use kana, as we have discussed earlier, then it will be mubtada will be ismu kana and taliban will be khabaru kana. And it says ismu kana marfu'un, the noun of kana is marfu, wa khabaru kana mansubun, and the predicate of kana is mansub. So inshallah tomorrow we will complete this, and hopefully inshallah we will start the next lesson as well. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.